to Taiko World Cup 2023 quarterfinals. We're going to be witnessing the match between the Philippines and Poland in the losers bracket. I'm Teasel, joined by Youngin. Hello.
Hello, guys. Philippines versus Poland. Two pretty interesting. We're going to see a pretty interesting match here. Philippines last week, because due to some timing issues happened, they forfeited against Japan, and Poland managed to take 5 points in a tiebreaker fashion against Switzerland in a 5-4 situation and advance to the quarterfinals pool. But yeah, this pool is quite tough in terms of difficulty, so it's gonna be very interesting to see how these two teams will perform.
Yeah, I think we're getting to the stage now where we're definitely seeing some of the weaker teams struggle a lot more with the pools, as they can't quite make up 3 people who are really strong at the map. So they kind of need to slightly sacrifice one of their players. But, you know, that's alright. As long as they win the point, that's the goal.
So true, we have been seeing some fairly low scores on some of the picks, such as Double Time 1, where everyone is just getting Bs and such, so definitely a very painful map, and I'm a bit surprised if it gets banned, and so does No More 5, have been having a lot of bans as well on No More 5. It's one of the hardest gimmick map due to the mechanical skill sets requirements in that map, and just a lot of players are very uncomfortable with it and just ban it out. So yeah, we'll see. Is the ban going to be No More 5 and DT1 or Hidden 1, which I would say these 3 maps are quite tough and having a lot of sacrifice teams, I would say.
I would say that out of all of the maps here in the pool, the Philippines probably really wants to ban. I would honestly suggest No Mod 3 against Poland, because, well, Poland have Bernard, who's very well known for being an incredible speed player. But we also saw in the tiebreaker last week that they also have another player who did pretty well. So you really want to avoid having them playing as well. What was their name? Yeah, Nippolet did pretty well, getting 820k. And also Skris wasn't too far behind at 795. And that combined is like just some of the best scores out of all 4 teams that played it, so yeah, I think banning something really, really fast like that would be a good idea. But instead they decide to go for the No Mod 5 ban, which is also fairly respectable, just getting rid of the gimmick map, don't need to practice it. All is good. Poland decided to ban Hidden 2 though as well, going for the fast Hidden. Not really sure why, but maybe they just don't like the map.
I mean, I kind of expected to see, well, not really expected, but understand why Poland will ban speed hidden. Philippines have been performing very strong in these type of like speed hidden maps, especially when it's airy, Pochaco, which these players are very, very familiar with the speed hidden skill sets. And yeah, talking about that, Poland actually has one of their players, despite being a 4-digit, having immense high skill cap, being Scursby, like you mentioned. He's really good at playing like these kind of like high skill cap maps. Poland will be banning Hidden 2 and pick Hidden 1. Okay.
Honestly, very interesting opening to the match. I'd have more imagined that these teams would, like, I'd imagine this would be more Philippines favored than Poland favored. We've seen Poland struggle a bit more on the slow hiddens earlier on in the tournament, so I'm intrigued to see how this goes.
It's a very risky pick, especially Poland themselves are not the best slow hidden team, but I'll be honest, they definitely surprised me when they actually got some decent scores on slower hiddens, especially Quidro being one of the main slow hidden mains for Poland. Usually only came in for these kind of like slower hidden picks, and have been performing quite well. And on the other side, Philippines, they don't have some of these slow hidden players who played last year, for example like Finby, and went to the mapping team instead. And missing those players, I do believe, definitely hurts Philippines' slow hidden roster a little bit. Yes, their speed hiddens are very good, but they also are not showing really showing strengths on the slow hidden pick, especially in qualifiers, being around 22nd place or so on slow hidden, but number 9 on speed hidden.
Alright, okay, yeah. After, what you said there, things are making a bit more sense now. But,
Yeah.
if Poland are deciding to first pick this one, they must at least feel somewhat confident on it.
Definitely. I mean, slow hidden as first pick, this is definitely a super risky pick to start off with. We'll see how everyone does, especially in the second half. The last session is extremely tough with a lot of 1-6 patterns and slowdowns. It's easy to trap players, but before that even start, we already see many misses on the board, with only one player being a 2-player now above 90% being Burnout and Kish.
Yeah, looks like everyone is having a bit of a tough time reading this one. But that's what this map is all about. And the Philippines managing to pull ahead with the lead on Poland's first pick.
Yeah, Nibelet were having a lot of trouble at the head start. He's recovering super well now, but sadly the early damage has already been done. He's around 100,000 points behind everyone, and finally finds a break. There's a whole team reset from Poland. Everybody resets except from Airy, slowly recovering back to A, and that's really important for the Philippines. And there goes a completely full team reset as well. Nobody has any advantage, really.
Yeah, it's mostly just coming down to the accuracies and how much people are missing, but the only player to be over 400,000 score at the moment is Airy, and quickly approaching 500,000 as well. And the Philippines are just continuing to extend their lead even further. This is not really great for Poland's first pick at all.
Yeah, everyone in Philippines already recovered back to 90%, probably extending the Polish expectations of Philippine scores a little bit. But they don't really have much choice to start with, especially the other team being basically having three digits on most maps. So in terms of skill caps, Philippines are a lot higher in this case, and with this pool being this difficult, I think it makes sense why Poland decided to go for this map, but it didn't really work out, and we'll see who can survive the last sessions. Can any Philippines player outside of Airy achieve the 700k right at the ending? And I do believe Pochaco, both Kish and Pochaco did it. Yeah, they did it right at the end, just right at the end. Did not struggle too much at the last sessions. 3 Bs and versus 3 Cs, and that backfire as a first pick for Poland.
Yeah, not a great start at all, giving a breakpoint immediately to the Philippines. And it's going to be the Philippines' own pick now. So they can turn this into a 2-0, and as long as they just never give back that breakpoint, they win. It's already a very crucial stage we're at in this match, so we just gotta see if they can maintain it.
Yeah, that's a really surprising first picks. Maybe there's some issues happened for Poland team, offset issues and such, or match issue, and that's a very interesting first pick. I'm very surprised that teams will start with, yeah, we probably get like 3 Bs or 3 Cs in this map. Let's try our best to see can we beat out the other team, but sadly that strategy did not work out. And now Philippines probably also did not expect that as a first pick, and they'll be slowly thinking about what to respawn after that hit and run risky pick from Poland. And taking that, they do have a little bit more of a wiggle room to play something that maybe they think, yeah, we might be not the best on.
Yeah, I mean, we're still very early stages in this match, so the board is completely open. And it's going to be Nomad 2. I think this is the first time I'm actually seen this in a match. This is the tech pick, and quite the tech pick it is. It's a very big step up from last week, which focused a lot more on bursts. This one utilizes a lot of like 1.5 and 1.9 snapping, which is highly unconventional.
There's one sessions with the SV slowdown with 1.6 are extremely painful. We have been seeing a lot of drops in that session. I have seen this being picked in yesterday's New Zealand match. Not the one that happened today, but the one happened from yesterday, with Blue Jay actually managing to achieve 900k, usually being the third player of New Zealand, but actually performs the best in the team. It was very pleasant to see. We see this kind of surprise though. One way to find out. But yeah, like Tiso said, this map, it's extremely tough. Not just to act, not just to play, but reading Rise due to many different kinds of snapping choices. Unlike last week, it's very easy to drop accuracies because you cannot just, it's basically 1-4. I can just single tap it. It's just a lot tougher.
Yeah, for sure. And it looks like the idea behind Philippines' pick with this map could be trying to take advantage of Poland's kind of, as you were saying with the previous map, just like sort of skill cap with just purely looking at ranks. They are overall the team with the lower ranked players. So by picking a really crazy difficult map, you could potentially just kind of be locking them out from getting a decent score just purely based off of that alone. So seems like a pretty sensible pick from the Philippines, even if it is a really difficult map.
Yeah, this is one type of map that you can just completely skill cap the other team, unlike or just something that it's very hard to cheese through. I myself personally found this to be one of the more easy to get into maps if you are actually if you actually just get speed capped. Basically, an entire pool, this will be one of the more few maps that is a little bit easier for you to approach, but yeah, still an extremely tough map. And I guess we finally won't see the bug that the top bar becomes black. when this map were being played every time, the top bar, usually the purple taiko bar, become just black until you miss.
What?
It's a very interesting bug, but I don't think we'll see it today. It's a good way of capturing. We see it. We see it.
Fair enough.
All right, the client is very helpful to our beloved commentators to catch. Is everyone keeping a full combo except from J-Map because
Pochiko already missing.
Well, that's the Aprasia method, like what people would say usually. Just miss in the early stage and you won't miss later, but he does find a second drop, but Akamil instantly trades back. So not big of a heads up for any team.
Yeah, and with another miss from Akamil, Philippines takes the lead back.
These low reading sessions are really tripping Akamil's accuracies and combo. But now as the map speeds up back a bit, but these painful patterns gonna be making drop the third miss of the match. All come from him. Everyone else is doing quite well now. Pochako is slowly recovering, but there's a trade there from Pochako and Bernard, and there goes a second miss from Bernard and Akamil. So Philippines are really into this map.
Yeah, Niblet and Aries still holding the full combo for their respective teams. But Philippines just managing to make such a strong score lead for themselves this early.
Wow, everyone in the Philippines team actually managed to hit that weird pattern snapping session. That's very impressive. And here comes another slowdown part. Only Pochako and Akamil finding trips ups on that session, but this slowdowns is what I was talking about. It's very easy to find drops due to reading requirements. And there goes Aries full combo. Now it's only J-Man and Niblet that's left.
Yeah, this map is continuing to ramp up in difficulty, but it looks like it's only favoring the Philippines more and more.
Yeah, Poland got basically, I would say they got pretty much got third player syndrome in this map. Sadly, not every team has 3 players who can play these kind of like snapping attacks. Niblets with a very impressive FC on No More 2, and so does J-Man. These two are definitely respectable scores from both of these players, but sadly it's the third player difference I would say in this map, and Akami will clearly struggle a lot more compared to Pochaco, and that means that's the second point in favor of Philippines.
Yeah, so really great pick from them. They managed to pretty confidently secure their first pick. But it's now 2-0, and Poland really need to make sure that they win their next one. Giving a second breakpoint to the Philippines turns this match from being possible to come back from to incredibly difficult.
Yeah, we usually don't hope to. We usually do not hope to see many sweeps. So if you want to see the match go longer, see more maps, definitely cheer up Poland. In the meanwhile, and they will be picking Hard Rock 1 as their next pick, very quickly. Very smooth pick. He's like, yeah, we expected to lose that map anyway. We're not faced by that. Into Midnight Trickster.
Yeah, this has been a very popular map this week so far, and with good reason. It's a great map. And looking at the statistics from last week, Poland achieved 10th place out of 18 teams, so pretty decent score kind of in the middle of the pack. So definitely potential there to, take this point, but we don't have any information on the Philippines from last week, so who knows, they could have done even better.
True. And apparently Poland it's playing without 2 players, and that's yikes in this stage, especially in the loser bracket. Stakes are high. This might be not looking too well for Poland due to some of their players are missing. Philippines have been showing some strong scores in more fast reading type of maps, but tag, it's not something that they are the best at. However, I do believe due to the Hard Rock map being a little bit easier to read for some of their players, we might see some more like see less B's or C's in this map, especially this being one of the more easier maps in the pool. Mostly accuracy maps for the pool. Basically, a lot of 1-6 and 1-8 though could be easy to shut up players. Actually, only 1-6, not 1-8. Oh my god! I was like,
yeah.
Oh, that's
no,
not 1-8.
Not quite yet. That's next week.
Yeah. You got the scripts of the next week map pool. Oh.
I do, in fact.
I have no idea what's the next week map pool is gonna be, especially this week being very, very tough and rise up a tons of skilled cavalry players. Might already seeing a lot of struggle from many players. With this map being 186 BPM, 1-8 might be a bit tough in Hard Rock 1 in quarterfinals. So accuracy batters. If all 6 players manage to FC, even though it's quite unlikely, but we'll see. Hard Rock 1.
Okay, and we're off.
So far, it's extremely close. Akami with the spawn, a break. They were winning in favors of accuracy, but Akami's break there. It's gonna be flickers back to Philippines. Philippines, all 3 players are doing quite a decent job.
Never mind, Dora's 1-8 in this map. I forgot.
Oh.
Mostly in the form of triplets, though. But with pretty big breaks from the Philippines side, Poland are back in the lead.
Yeah, but Niblets finding a break there. It's gonna be flickers back to Philippines, and there goes Akumi. Oh, he's knock locking there, and that's a huge knock lock from him. Very unfortunate, but now Philippines will have a little bit of a wiggle room of 1 to 2 breaks, and they will be starting to run away in the more chill session of the map. But slowly, we are back into the Ki session as the SV speeds up and caught Niblets once again, and Free and J-Man has been back to the combo cap situation, and so does Aries soon, and Bernard finding a break there. It's gonna be making Philippines capitalize that advantage and extend the lead very far in Hard Rock 1.
Yeah, once again, a pretty strong performance from the Philippines. And looks like they're going to be achieving another breakpoint if they just continue to hold on with what they've got. Poland, on the other hand, if they really want to be achieving this point, lots of mistakes are going to have to come from the side of the Philippines. Almost 200,000 points worth, but that's a lot to ask for in the outro.
There's still one more Ki session now. Could be tripping players, but Akamu's miss is not helping. And here comes the final Ki. Poland needs everything. Needs every player from Philippines to break, but it's just not happening. And there goes 2 misses from Bernard, and Niblets gonna be sealing the deal for Hard Rock 1 and almost 250,000 points victory in terms of Philippines. Good news is that none of the players gets a B on this map. Everybody gets a very nice looking A's on their screen, even though some of their accuracies are a little bit close to the edge of B's, but still all good performance from all these 6 players.
I've just realized that the diff name of this map is Seal with the colons around it, so when it gets posted into Discord in any way, it turns it into a seal emoji.
Yeah, I love that emoji. I love seals.
I think PWC Discord server should get a seal channel for pictures of seals.
Time to post many seals JPEG in it.
Go post some seals in the off-topic channel.
Let's go.
We'll rate the seals.
For the beloved Hard Rock 1 map.
Yeah, so Philippines are now sitting in a really great position, and they can pick probably the majority of this board and probably perform really well on it. I feel like it's probably a better idea for them to avoid the speed map still, so maybe don't pick Nomad 3 and GT2. But I feel on everything else they have a pretty good shot at just winning the point. But interestingly, we've not seen anyone sort of entertain the idea of free mod yet. We have seen 1 hidden and 1 hard rock picked. So I think we could see it. I think the Philippines would be the team to pick it, but... Oh yeah, there we go. Free mod 1. Going with our slightly older style map.
Yeah, we forgot to mention is that Poland is now missing 2 members, and I do believe the 4 members they have right now is Bernard, Arkamil, Nibnitz, and Critwell, and with Critwell basically being mostly a hidden player on most on around 4 digits level, out GTS level. A lot of these maps are just super tough for him to get into, and that's why in these situations, very sadly, these 3 players are mostly to force basically plays almost everything. And with stuff like free mod, yeah, it's hard to force a player to put on a mod, but they could do the strategy of just basically one man putting a hidden hard rock and everyone else go for no mod. That might be the best in favor of their scores. But I do believe Arkamil is a player who really enjoys playing hard rock. If I'm not mistaken. So they mostly need a player to go for the hidden mod. And on the other side, Philippines, they have some very nice hidden hard rock players and just speedier reading players in general.
Yeah,
so
J-Mat Game often does really well in the hard rock. Airy is more known for their hidden. Pacheco is normally the player for the Philippines that would take on the hidden hard rock, but I'm not 100% sure if they'll kind of take on the hidden hard rock for a quarterfinals pool. But for just a single mod, absolutely.
Yeah, I do believe Airy is also a player who would like to go to hidden hard rock as well. So yeah, this team is full of mod players and very hard for Poland to match up against it. But it does seems like one of the Polish player has surfaced. Nickname 2500 will be joining in the room. That's good news for them, just in time. And here we go on 3 mod 1, and nope, there's no hidden hard rock. It's too hard.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I would say this is the hardest to hidden hard rock map, honestly. So I'm not surprised. The middle section is just paying Airy with hidden, J-Mary with power rock, Akamil with hard rock as well, and Burnout with hidden. We actually, all the players are like a mirror. You can the hidden players are both on the top, and the hard rock players are next to each other. The best viewing experience for all these for the viewers.
Yeah, the scores are really tied up at the moment. But once we get into the more technical sections with all the 1-6 in the streams, that's really where we'll see the score differences break out.
Yeah, Pacheco finding a very early break, and that's basically the reason why Poland is now in the lead. But Bernard missing on the slow offbeat there. Gonna be making things change, and here comes the top sessions and 5-frame miss. Nickname 2500. It's his time to show off. I do believe he just get into the lobby and get into OC, and now he's carrying for Poland. But there goes a break from him and Bernard. And Bernard is not blocking. That's tragic for them.
Yeah, Bernard really struggling to read those streams.
Yeah, that's the toughest session of the entire map, and him not locking that entire session there make him miss around 160k of 160,000 points compared to Airy, and that's basically where the score difference came from. Very unlucky situation there, but there's no one else in the Polish team can go for hidden, so he's kind of being the sacrificial lamb there to go for hidden mod, and that really claimed Poland's score lead there.
And yeah, as I said, Philippines were the team that managed to come out on top in that section. Massive score lead now. So coming up to the end, there's pretty much only one real pattern left after this break. And I'm pretty sure it's impossible for Poland to make up the score. So we're gonna have to see a very fast DC from one of the Philippines players. But that is not going to happen, and they're going to secure their 4th point.
Airy actually only one missed that map, outperforming Bernard by a lot in that map, and that's basically Philippines having a more wider skill set, and that's what makes them win 3 mod 1, and possibly that also meant 3 mod mostly into their favor as well. But Poland is not out just yet. They still have chance to come back from this, and they're gonna go for hard rock to instantly as their next pick, very quickly.
Yeah, as long as the Philippines doesn't have 6 points, they still have a shot at taking the win. But yeah, going for hard rock 2 makes a good bit of sense here. We saw that Akamil did pretty well on the hard rock. I'm fairly confident Bernard will do pretty decent on hard rock as well. Normally a very high speed player, so he's probably used to the increased SVs and harder accuracy as well.
Yeah, it's probably because nickname 2500. It's here. He's finally here, and now they can go for more other skill sets. They were originally missing players. to go for. So now they instantly go for Hard Rock 2. I mean, nickname 2500 was like the last person to find a combo break in that last map. So props to him. I don't think he even warmed up that much. Just go into the lobby and wing it and did a great score. I would say definitely a great combo scores from in the last map. It's a good warm up for him, and now he's ready to in charge and take a point, possibly take a point off Philippines on the Hard Rock 2 with Philippines missing the last player. And yeah, this map, 230 BPM Hard Rock 2, OD 6.6 being so around OD 9.24 after Hard Rocks. 5.81 star, but this is basically the stamina pick and speed reading pick. So basically how long you can read 230 BPM Hard Rocks. Very high stamina cap. And I do believe J-Man is back, so yeah, they're not gonna switch any members.
Yeah, just having some quick resets of the lobby, just get rid of any lag or whatever. And yeah, you really don't want to be having lag on this kind of map. It is 3.5 minutes long, so keeping that full combo for as long as possible is going to be really important. Because if you start just picking up misses every couple hundred combo, you're never really reaching your sort of maximum potential score output, so...
Yeah, this map, we are hearing the guitar solo sections, and we're heading into another tough stamina map onto Hard Rock 2.
Alright, some early breaks from nickname, but we'll not worry about those too much. And the accuracy is going to be a pretty big factor here, and we see nickname struggling down to 92%, Pacheco also down 97, and Airy as well, but overall they do have the lead thanks to the combo advantages now. Yeah, so what I think we're seeing here is both teams have two players that are pretty confident on the hard rock, Pacheco and Jema for the Philippines and Akamil and Bernard for Poland. And their third player is just not quite well versed in hard rock, so that'd be Airy and nickname. So it's kind of the battle of which player is going to miss less. But Bernard being one of the other 4 players to pick up a miss for the side of Poland.
Yeah, so far still in favor of the Philippines. And right at the end of the second TI there, we found 3 breaks from Airy, Akamil, and nicknames for 500. Now, all the combos are in favor of Philippines, and Pacheco and J-Man still having a full combo on this map. Very impressive from these 3 players, 99% on this map. Showing immense stamina reading cap. This is so testing for them to recover.
Yeah, oh, alright. Everyone in the Philippines managing to hold on to that combo still. And we had 2 resets in that stream for Poland. Yeah, Poland are really going to want to be securing their potential final pick of the match. Philippines are really going to have to start picking up those misses. Score lead
There's
of,
one.
well, of around 250,000 score now. Yeah, Portugal finally breaking. But there's only about a quarter of the map left to go.
Yeah, J-Mate's not giving up, as you said before. He is very strong in Hard Rock with a 99.26%. Still into the break. Everybody sees he's holding on. Full combo catching no speed of finishes wonderfully and still dominating in this map, and shows that he, the Hard Rock 2 player, continues to slide through this map. I would say another break from Airy and Nickname, but really doesn't really matter at this point. It's basically, can Philippines players, J-Man, can he achieve the full combo? And it's around 100 monos left. And he did it on the last spinner, achieving the full combo in Hard Rock 2, showing dominance. And now Philippines in the match point situation, 99% from J-Man. Impressive performance there.
Yeah, really great. And yeah, third break point for Philippines against Poland. Yeah, and as you say, match point, and it's the Philippines pick. This could not be going more perfectly for them. So Poland are going to have to win the next 5 maps in a row. 3 of them, the Philippines picks, in order to take this to the tiebreaker. They managed to make it through a tiebreaker last weekend, so here's to hoping they can do it again. And the Philippines is going with free mod too.
Yeah, not giving them any inch. Another free mob pick once again. Oh, it will be tough for the Polish player to maybe find a hidden player on this, but I do believe Bernard is gonna go for hidden still. Oh, we do have a swap in players. Kish is joining in for Airy. And I do believe Critwell is here, and he's most likely gonna go for the hidden mod. So no hidden from Bernard this time, I do believe.
Yeah, this map is pretty difficult to play with mods. It's a fairly balanced map actually. It's a funny swing, double patterns. So playing with the hidden, it can be pretty easy to misread them. Hard Rock is just also hard with that as well. The SV is increased higher than the 155 that the BPM is, I believe, so...
Yeah, it's definitely speed up.
Yeah, so all of those combinations together is just... it's one of those maps designed like completely to purposefully trip you up.
We won't curse. Cripple said that he hopes that we won't curse now. You need to go against our curse.
Alright, I will do nothing but curse.
Okay. You're gonna do all the cursing. Oh wow, they really went ahead with the nice looking aesthetics. With Hard Rock on J-Man and Akamil, hidden on Kish and Critwell, and the 2 normal players on the top, Pachaco and Bernard, and into possibly the final pick of the match. But we might see Poland come back. Not looking a good head start with a break from Critwell, second chain of misses from him, third chain of misses, and this is already a 50,000 points difference so far ahead. But here's a break for him to recover, and hopefully he will do just fine after this session.
Yeah, it's just the kind of map this is, unfortunately. Bernard also picking up a miss at the end of the break. Only one full combo left for Poland already. And this is another long map, another 3-minute one.
Okay, Bernard instantly swap from auting to single tapping just a second after he finds a break. And there goes up now message from Quipwell. It seems like the Philippines player are a lot more comfortable in this map. Pochaco does spawn a break, but that's only the first message from the team. And they are in quite a bit of advantage already.
Yeah, Kish and Pochaco also missing during that guy. J-Mel and Akimil, the two hard rock players, being the only ones with the full combo now.
These two performers are really nice. Akamil, I've been saying that he's a very strong hard rock player, and he is showing up on this map here. Actually able to go head-to-head against Shaymare. A little bit lower in terms of accuracy, but still, a full combo is a full combo, and very respectable score from these two players. And however, his teammates are not keeping up with his teammates. Hidden teammates are not covering as well as Kish on the other side, and once again it's a hidden difference like expected on the free mock pool. But sadly, you're being forced to sub in a hidden on all the maps.
Yeah, that's just how it goes. It's all about how well-rounded your team is overall in this type of tournament.
And Philippines is showing that they are more all-round in this situation. Bernard's actually beating Pochaco. Both players have found a trade there, but Bernard accuracy around 1% above Pochaco, so he is winning the no more battle. Jaime finally finds a break, but there's still Akamil, and he might slowly steal the MVP of the lobby, and that will be a very nice way to at least end the match that they got the MVP at the ending of the map. Of the match.
Yeah, but unfortunately this does look like it's over for Poland.
Yeah, GG well played to both teams though. Akamil with a very impressive FC at 3 mod 2 in the ending session. And so good job to him, definitely keeping up his hard rock abilities on the last map. MVP of the board, definitely a good. Even though the match did end up being sweep, but at the end, Poland were missing a lot of their players at the start of the match, and that really hurt their team, I would say, in terms of all-round ability, especially in the free mods. They were being exposed with one player basically being forced to sub in with a hidden mod. And that's basically where this match came down to. And Philippines gonna be advancing through the losers bracket, but this is only the first match of the weekend, so they do still have one more match that's going to be happening later today, where they will be going against China.
You'll never guess when that match is.
Yeah, it's 60 UTC, is it?
It is in 15 minutes.
Oh my god! Alright. Yeah.
It should be. That's what it says on the sheet.
Yeah, I guess they are ready to go ahead. Had to have battle.
Oh wait, never mind. I've misinterpreted the entire sheet. That's cool. That's happening.
Oh my god.
This didn't happen. We're deleting the VOD.
Yep. Our commentators Tiso did a little bit of trolling.
Yeah. April Fools. Got you.
Got you. It's only a week late.
That's what makes it unexpected.
So true. But yeah, next they will be fighting against China in 14 UTC today, which will be decided who will be into the semi-finals weekend. I do believe we don't have any matches going to be streamed in a while, so the next match is going to be 2 hype matches that's going to be happening in the same time. Sadly, there's only one that could be streamed, and I do believe Italy versus Korea is the one that are going to be streamed. That there's also Japan versus Germany happening in the same time. So 2 big matches: 4th seed versus 5th seed, and 1st versus 8th seed. 9th seed. My apologies. I forgot Germany did upset last round, but they were without my Nekuchi in the qualifiers. That's also hurt their team a little bit. But now they're back to full force against Japan and Korea and Italy. Korea definitely got a little bit weaker this year due to missing some of their big name players, but still they had to ready to battle against Italy with Coed's appearance back as well. 2 very big matches, and be sure to come back in around 3 hours later. Yeah, thanks for joining, Tiso.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, and I guess that's going to be all from us. So if you do want to support these teams, remember that there's you can go to the store and buy an Osu Taiko World Cup banner, and Tiso has one for New Zealand, which they got swept today, sadly, but I'm pretty sure he's I mean, at least you show some support to them, and they did outdid.
That's the fault that
counts. True, and they did outdid their performance compared to last year. And once again, that's all from us. My name is Yongin. Joining with me is Tiso, and we'll be seeing you guys in 3 hours later in 30 UTC. Alright, take care.